All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and the sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And I want to go into the topic of understanding the fear of the Lord and pretty much a little bit going into this whole riot thing is because you'll know that the men of the Lord would not be part of that riot unless they're just probably recording what the riot looks like, so they could do future edification for it. But not, but that's what separates us from us. I mean, for people that's in the riot and us just happen to be there recording the riot. We're not part of that riot, but at the same time, we know this year in 2020, people are actually just rioting in general. So it's best to stay away from them. And it goes to show you how faithless these people are, because they're not fighting to get out of this place. They're fighting to stay in this place and for so-called change. And little do they know, each time Barrack has changed, it's been changing for the worse. And that's exactly what it does. It's just a more darker atmosphere. So this is Proverbs 19 and 23. It says, "The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that haveth shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil." And that's what is that's one. This is the opposite of what's going on with our people, because they don't fear the Lord. They fear the worldly things. They fear man, basically, and that's why they've been visited with evil. Whereas the hopeful elect is not being visited with evil. This is these scriptures apply to life, even in current events, past events, or even future events. And we can clearly see that these people don't fear the Lord. And it's just the fact that what do you how why would we even pray for these guys? These are probably the same guys that probably just come out of the ghettos too. Grimy, the grimy niggas, the normal niggas, the over the top niggas. You got niggas everywhere, and they how they gonna come together and say Black Lives Matter, and then when another nigga kills another nigga, they don't say nothing about Black Lives Matter. That shows you the hypocrisy of these things, and that also shows you that they would rather fear the worldly things than fear the Most High and His Son. They also go to church and say God is an all loving God, but they don't understand that the Lord also takes who He wants. He also kills who He wants. He also does what He wants. Isaiah 45 says, Isaiah 45 and 7 says He creates the light, forms the darkness, create evil and create good. The Lord do all these things. He does everything. So because you say he loves, which He does, you're excluding the fact that he hates, which he does hate. But you people will exclude that. And here we, as the hopeful elect, we're out there to tell that there's a difference. We're out there to tell you the correct way, but you people just don't want to hear it. And that's why a lot of you people end up doing the riots that y'all do. Y'all get mad, y'all get bitter. You raise your children to be the so-called best in the society, and we see what that's gotten y'all. Because these niggas don't know what to do. So this is Proverbs 29 and 25. It says, "The fear of man bringeth a snare." I'm going to have to reread that again. It says, "The fear of man bringeth a snare," which means it brings a trap. You just caught in the fear of this place falling, which is basically the fear of man. You will protest. You will, the quote unquote protest. You will riot. You will kill others to get what you see it means to you, to benefit you. And that's what Esau does. Y'all done rubbed off the spirit of Esau, even though what we doing right now is no different from how we done before. But our people are the ones that's really gonna go off. That's really gonna go insane the most because they're so used to their captor giving them everything. The other countries won't have that problem like that. I mean, they will. There'll be famines, diseases, and stuff like that. But our people are just going to catch it the most because how wicked they are. We're 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 the most best people on the face of the earth. I'm not talking about just Judah, but all the 12 tribes. We're all the best. But Esau has made it to where him and the heathens are over top of us, and that's why Esau's been whipping us, been beating us, mentally abusing us, physically too, till we broke. Now, and that's where you get the fear of man bringeth a snare, because now, over a certain period of time with Esau giving us the lavish life, he's also gained the trust of the people. He gained the hearts of the people. Even if Esau fucks up on something, the people still love him. They'll protest, riot, and all that, but they'll still love Esau because of what he does, because of how he has things, because how he has uh, gotten Babylon infrastructure to keep people mesmerized by the new things or the what you can do, what you can't do, stuff like that. And it says, "But whoso putteth his trust in the Lord shall be safe." So we gotta have trust in the Lord to be like, hey, we ain't going out there riding. It ain't even worth our time, honestly. We got bigger, better things to do than that. Hell, there's even bigger, better things in the world to do than to go out in that mess. Here it is. I'm seeing brothers putting pictures up of certain people getting hit with rubber bullets. I believe. I'm surprised that's still not enough to actually kill someone. But it's still the simple fact that you people will ignore all these things. We're out here telling you, we're out here to show you that you can't put your trust in this society, because it will get you nowhere. It will get you beneath what you wanted it, because you had such high expectations, and then when you figure out you're at the lowest expectation now, these people are gonna go mad. And that's why so many, even up on a high scale, when Babylon crashes, people are gonna be in an uproar. There'll be nothing containing Jake, and everybody will be angry. So this is the reason I want to get this, and not go into detail. This is Luke 8:19. It says, "Then came to him his mother and his brethren, and could not come at him for the press. And it was told by him, it was told him by a certain which said, Thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to see thee. And he said, and he answered and said unto them, My mother and my brethren are these which hear the word of Yahweh and do it." Key word right there is do it. The ones that actually hear the words of the Lord is of the Most High. Hey, we gotta heed those words. That goes even for us. So if you are claiming to be an Israelite, but then you're going off doing wicked things, you ain't doing it. That's why it says, "My mother and my brethren are these which hear the word of Yahweh." Mind you, they hear the word, they're in the truth, or they in part of it, part of the Israelite thing, and so on and so forth. But it says here, it says, "and do it," which means you got to do the ways of this book. We can't follow 100%, but we got to follow it to the best of our abilities. Because guess what? We know that this place is our hell. You just won't be, just walking outside is hell enough. So like I said, the reason I wanted to get that scripture is because we hear the words. The Lord has given us so many things that to ponder on, or just the fact that we get revelations from certain things like this, or just even the fact, well, yeah, pretty much just possible revelations from it. And it's the thing about it is that the Lord does this. He shows us. He's even telling us not to go out and ride in rioting. I believe it says it in one of the scriptures. I forgot. The brother Amawan usually gets it. But yeah, that armor. And that's where Ephesians 6:11 comes in, where it says, "Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, so you may be able to stand against the wiles of devils." That's not just talking about Esau, because that's one of them. But it's also talking about our people, because our people will have a fit if we're not out there, quote unquote, taking up arms and so on and so forth. And it's just like, what can we do against Esau? The scripture says, "Wait upon me, saith the Lord." So why would we choose a dirty nigga that's going to die anyways versus a powerful being that tells us to wait for him? I mean, the just sitting. I mean, you just have to really think about that. Like a person that's technically even beneath us, believe it or not, versus a being of high stature to be able to destroy anything he pleases. I take my chances with the being that's our savior, number one, our savior. But you got guys out here that will say that they don't have time to wait in the Lord, which means you're faithless. That you don't want to wait. You don't want your salvation. That's the foolishness of our people, and that's why I wanted to get into this topic. Primarily is because of that. We gotta stay vigilant with ourselves. Make sure we ain't out there doing that mess. And then on top of that is this fact that we can't do nothing for our people. You just have to let them go. Let them solely away until the Lord says otherwise. Lord could have it to where things turn out a bit different. It's he does everything. So with that, shalom and death to this wicked society.